everyone, good morning. I think I see around 4 people. Welcome. Today I am here to teach you something very interesting. It's the box puppet. And with me, I have a very cute little friend who's going to teach you this art. Little Piglet! But little Piglet, why do you look so sad? I am so lonely. Why is he lonely? Nobody's coming to the park and I'm all alone. I guess all the children are feeling the same. It's all going to get over, Piglet. You've been telling this from such a long time. Oh yes, but we have to stay brave, right? And wait for the right moment. In the meanwhile, why don't I make a friend for you? Really? Yes. And all our friends out there can make friends, a puppet just like you, and play and also tell stories. Right? So I hope you're ready to learn this new puppet. Let's get our materials ready. Okay? Now, here comes my material. I hope you have all collected your stuff. I'll just repeat them once again for you, because if you haven't, you can go and fetch them. They are very easy to find at home, and I'm going to wait for a minute for you. So I have a box. It could be any box. A paper cutter, a ruler, pencil, a scissor, some origami sheets. It can be any color, okay? The color which you choose, that could be your animal. You don't have to take the color which I take. Choose any color you like, choose any box you like. Some sketch pens to give your puppet a character. So let's begin. Or we should wait. Let's wait for a minute, right? For children and for people who have not yet got their stuff. Okay, so I am starting now. I hope you've got your stuff, and if you haven't, don't worry. Just follow the instructions. The video is going to be here and you can make it later. Alright? So, I first take my box. The most important part we're going to do now is covering the box neatly. That is what is important here. Don't bother about the box size. Don't bother about the color of the paper. Alright? So now I am using a brown color because I have this color available. And I am placing the box right in the center. And I am going to stick this paper on the box. You can use a glue stick, you can use Fevicol, whichever medium you are comfortable with. I'll try and be slow so that you can follow and make it with me. So first I just glue one side, alright, and I paste the paper. Remember to keep the box right in the center of the paper. Then as I glue one side, gradually keep gluing. That is a better way to do it. Very neatly stick the paper, because this is going to be your puppet's face and his body. So the neater you do, the better your puppet looks. Now children, if your box is a little bigger and your origami sheets are smaller, don't worry. You can use an A4 size paper also. Now if you see, a little bit of box is still visible. So we are going to cover it with another piece of paper. Now I take one more piece of paper because still I have this much of area left. And I apply glue and I stick it up here. Now children, I am going slow deliberately for you so that you can make it with me. There is no rush. Even if you skip a step, later you can watch the video and you can continue. I place down the paper neatly and I stick it. Don't cut your paper first. Just stick it like this. All right. Check up the other side. Yeah. So now I'm going to fold it again a little bit more. And once I know ki this much is enough for me, you can fold it and only then you cut it. Not before that. If there are smaller children watching this, please take your parents' help for any kind of cutting with scissors. Do not handle scissors alone. Now, the rest of the piece I am just sticking it up. I'll show it like this so that you can see. Yes. See, I've tried to tape the box very neatly. It did take time. But it came out to be very neat. So we have to be only patient here. Rest we can just hurry up if you want to. So once we are done with this, you can see it, right? Yes. So once we are done with this, what I want you to do is take 2 fingers and fold it like this. I'm showing you again. Take your 2 index fingers and fold it like this. Alright? And the minute you fold it like this, two triangles form on the top. Just press them. Like this. Did you see that? How did I do it? Press it nicely so that it is nice and even, because this side is going to be a puppet's face. So we have to keep it very, very plain and neat. So now if I fold it like this, if you see, these two triangles come which don't look very neat. So what we are going to do is, we are going to cut off these triangles. So before we cut off these triangles, be very sure that you have nicely folded it. Alright? And then carefully cut out these two triangles. Very carefully. Like this. And like this. Now why did I do this? I still don't have a very great surface here. But if I would have stuck these triangles and I would have tried to make it look neat, there would be a bulge and the face would have not looked very neat. That's why I have cut off these triangles. And I'm going to paste these two sides on the box. So again, you take your glue stick or your Fevicol and spread it evenly and you stick it neatly. Now once you're done with this, you still see a line here, which is alright. You can stick a paper later to make it look neater. But at least the surface is plain. Similarly with the other side, I'll repeat the same step. The step is two fingers, you press it like this and like this to make a triangle. This will be a little difficult for you. It's all right. If you are not comfortable with one side, then you can try it on the other side also like this. Maybe it's not happening on one side, then you open it up and try it on the other side. On one of the sides, a triangle will surely form. Now once this is done, I told you, you'll fold it up like this. Like this. And you'll cut off these triangles. Alright? Even if it gets a little messy, it's alright, because we are anyway going to put a piece of paper on this. This is just to make the surface look plain. Alright? See, like this. Now, although it's not looking very neat, I can see some red parts. Don't worry, it's going to work. Let's take this paper. So we have done pasting the box on all the surfaces. So it's all covered from all sides. Now like I told you, this is going to be the face of the puppet. So we need to put something here to make it look more neater. So for that, you are using an origami sheet which was having a small piece left. We will just keep it here like this on the paper and we will draw with our pencil a square. Just measure your box and draw a square. Now fold your paper and you cut out two squares to be stuck on both sides of the box. Okay, so now if I stick this here, it starts looking very neat and tidy. So let's quickly stick it up. after applying Fevicol, always spread it evenly, children. Sometimes you'll realize even after sticking, your paper comes out or your paper becomes soggy, it starts tearing. That's because you don't evenly spread the Fevicol. Now both my sides are getting a nice surface. Friends who are joining now, it's alright if you've missed some parts. You can always go back to the video later and watch the beginning. Alright, see now our box is covered on all sides. This is the most important part, doing it very neatly. Now if I see there are some edges which are coming out, so I just trim them neatly. Yes. I am taking time in this because this is the foundation of our puppet, the main thing of our puppet. Without this, the puppet will not work. Now is the most important part, and I want you all to pay attention, children. You will take a ruler. Now everybody's box is of a different size. So I sitting here can't tell you how much measurement you have to take. But I want to tell you one thing. You take your ruler and you measure your box's length. Alright? Now my box length is around 9 centimeters. So whatever is your box length, please find out that. And then divide it into half. For example, if your box is 8 centimeters, you will take 4 centimeters on the scale. If your box is 10 centimeters, you will divide it into half and take 5 centimeters on your scale. Now my box is 9 centimeters. So the half of 9 centimeters is 4.5 centimeters, right? So let me take the pencil and mark 4.5 centimeters on my box. Like this. Here. And I will draw a straight line right in the center, as if dividing the box into 2 parts. Like this. Easy, right? Now I will turn the box and do the same thing here. Measure the half of the length. My box's length is 9 centimeters, so I am taking 4.5. If your box is 12 centimeter, take 6. I hope you are understanding, children. For smaller children, take the help of your parents, please. Alright? Or maybe your elder brother or elder sister if somebody is sitting with you. And again, once I am done with this, I am going to draw a straight line. Basically, I am dividing the box into half. This is where I started. This is where I am going here. And now don't go on the other side here, but go on this side, the opposite side. That means if this is the first line I have drawn, I will draw one line here and I will draw one line here, but not at the back. The back side should not be touched, it should be empty. Okay? Again I am taking 4.5 and I am making a straight line. Okay, so now I have 1, 2 and 3 lines. The lines are not very clear, but I hope you understand. I drew a straight line right in the middle. I'll use a black sketch pen. I think then you can see it better. Give me a minute. Yes, this is better. Okay. So now if you look carefully, I think you can see one line here, one line here and one line here. But the back, no. We are not going to do anything here. Now, children, I asked you to have a cutter with you, but a cutter is a very, very dangerous tool. So now I want you to call your parents, even though you may be big or even though you may be very smart or you may be very good with your hands. Please call an adult to do this part of the activity. It's a request. Please go and call your parents to do this part of the activity. Only this part. Rest all you can do on your own. I know you're very independent. Okay? So how do we do this? Just watch. Don't do it. Let your parent do it. Now, here I had made a line, here I had made a line and here I had made a line. So I made 3 lines. The middle line, that means there are 2 lines on both sides. I am not touching that first. Only the top part, the first line which I drew, I am coming there. And right in the middle, very, very carefully ask your papa or mama to puncture a small hole. Be very careful here, okay? When I puncture a small hole, along the line, your mama has to cut it. I'm repeating again, your mama has to cut it. You are not going to do this cutting. Now when I'm cutting this, I have drawn a line on the other side. I will take the cutter along that line. Be very patient here. A little mistake and you can either spoil your puppet or hurt yourself. If you see, I have cut only till the end. I have not touched the back portion where I haven't drawn a line. Again I come in the middle and I start cutting from the opposite direction. And take it back till the line I have drawn. Only till the end of that line. Now once I am done with this, the cutter has to be closed, kept away from you. Now if you realize, I have cut this box one side, the second side and the third side, but the fourth side I haven't touched it. You are not going to cut the fourth side. Very gently and very carefully we are going to fold this box like this, turn it very gently and pinch it like this. Alright? See, this is how it looks. Okay. Now, once you are done, your basic structure of the puppet is ready. Easy? Now the fun begins. Now we are going to make this puppet into a character which you want. And later I'll show you how to use this puppet. Okay? So now, because I told you, you can bring any box and you can put any paper. So I'm sure you all have different boxes and different papers. So let me do something for you now. You don't need a Fevicol for now. Just keeping things away. Okay. I have made a few samples for you so that there are different kinds of boxes and you don't get hassled to now what should I do, my box looks different, my box is a different color. So you see, I've tried to keep a yellow color for you, I've tried to keep an orange color for you, and this box is again a different kind of a box. This is a soap box. Alright, and I've kept even a toothpaste box for you. So anybody who is using a toothpaste box, don't worry, see, I've kept that sample also for you. And again the same good night thing which we did. So I'll try and show you, a bit of combination of all so that you know how to create a puppet. Alright. So let's start with the smallest box maybe. Now this was a medicine box and I can make it into a small little bird or a small little chick. Now, as I told you, this is the face of the puppet. So what do we need here? We need two eyes, we need a beak. If it's a little chick, we will need a small hoodie on its head, little small two wings, and maybe two tiny feet. Alright, so let's begin. You can take white A4 paper or any pieces of paper of A4, any waste. Like I have this small piece of paper which was, I didn't want to throw it, so I wanted to use it. So I'm just taking this paper and look at your box. If your box is so small, you can't make so big eyes, can you? You cannot make so big eyes, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut eyes in proportion to this. So you look at your box and accordingly you cut two circles. Not very small, not very big. And if you don't want to cut circles, just take a sketch pen and draw the eyes. Alright? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw a circle. Let me keep them all away. Alright? And I'm going to draw a circle, maybe this big. Alright? And I'm going to fold the paper to save time. Because if I fold the paper and I cut it, I get two eyes. So take your scissor. If you are not very good with the scissor, take your parents' help. Don't worry if I am going fast, this video is not going anywhere. You can later watch it. For children who have joined late or friends who have joined late, they can all check out the video later. You can just keep watching and follow the pattern, especially because now we are going to do the modulation after some time and the manipulation of the puppet. You can see I have made these two eyes and I am going to stick them on my little chick. Now this is the place where you are going to put your finger, and this is the place where there will be the chick's mouth, and this is her face where I am going to stick the two eyes. Okay, I think I'll go a little faster because I have a lot to tell you. Alright, so I have fixed the two eyes. I take a sketch pen, preferably a black one, and I quickly give it an outline. Right, like this. You can fix the eyes a little lower also if you want to. And I've made small two nostrils here, and I'm going to take an orange paper and cut out the triangle. I've already kept a triangle shape. I don't think I need to show you how to cut a triangle. A small piece would do. Alright, a piece which should exactly fit your size, the size of your box. Now remember this, if your box is bigger, you can try a different technique. I have 3-4 boxes to show you, and I will try to show you as much as I can. So I'm going to stick a beak here quickly. So here we have the chick's beak. Okay, now what we need are the little 2 feet. Cut out 2 little triangles like this. Small teeny mini triangles, which we can stick it out here. One here and one on the other side. You don't have this color, you can use any other color. Let it be an alien chick, it's alright. Okay, so I have a tiny feet here. You can make a small red tongue here if you want to with a red sketch pen. Small little mouth here. I'm going to fix a nice little feather on top of her head. You basically have to take a paper and just cut it like this, like a small tree shape, and then you stick it like this. I want to show you 2-3 different types of puppets, so I'm going slow. Please pardon me for that. I'm showing you 2-3 different kinds of puppets because everybody may not like a chick, right? Or everybody may not be having a small box. So we have to be considerate with others, right? So you have to see that everybody is able to make something. Okay, so now I fix the wings at the side of the box, and it goes like this. I'll turn and show you something like this. Okay, and the other side. Like this. So now your chick is ready. Oh, hello. So where is our piglet? See, you got one friend.
Yay! Hi, I'm Chick. So happy to have you.
So now we have made a chick, and we are going to quickly see how other characters can be made, so that children who have different kind of boxes can try different things. Alright, so I have a soap box here, and I'm sure many of you must have got this kind of a shape where the box is not so wide, but it's more, more flatter, and it's a shape which is more rectangular rather than a square like a chick. So here what you can make is you can make a lion. It looks very pretty. It's very easy to make one. After making this, you basically need two pieces of mane. How do you do that? Basically you press the box like this. You basically shut the mouth like this. Keep it on a piece of an origami paper, orange or yellow, whichever color you prefer, and around it draw something like a sun. Okay, then cut the sun and cut it into half like this. Got it? And when I separate it, what do? I stick one part of the sun on the top and the other part at the bottom. Let me quickly show you so that you know. See, this I am doing for the children who have got a different kind of a box. Again, I am telling we have to be considerate to others. Somebody must be having a different kind of a box. So I will be going to the toothpaste box also. So children who have a toothpaste box, don't worry, just wait. So I stick the mane here and the other mane on the opposite side. As simple as that. Once I'm done with this, all I've got to do is fix eyes. Okay? So, let me fix the eyes. Okay. You can make the eyes round. You can even make these eyes in square shape like a lion is wearing, glasses. Just go crazy, have fun. So I've made his eyes. I quickly give him some nice pupils. Outline his eyes to define them. It's always good to outline them on your puppets because it looks nicer from far. his eyes like this. Because he's going to be Piglet's friend, so we're not going to make him scary, okay? Otherwise Piglet is going to run away. So we're going to make him look really cute. Okay, has to be a cute looking lion. Okay, so we now have a nice triangle nose. Alright, and a nice smile here. You see? And make some dots here. Children, if you don't have orange color, it's alright. You can use white color paper also. Use any color you want. It's your world. It's your imagination. You can even have a blue line if you want. Have fun. Alright, so now I'm like this. I've done it. I just give him a little bit of whiskers. 1, 2, and maybe 1, 2 here, and number 3. So like this. Now he still looks very incomplete. So I can give him a nice red mouth. Let me make his tongue first. And even make a nice tongue out here like I made for the chick. And then color it. Now I still feel he's not looking very complete because his mane has not got any definition. So you can take a brown color or an orange color or any color which is a little darker, and you just make some lines here. If you have time, you can do it even nicely. Later you can nicely decorate your lion. So basically I'm making it look like a mane. So here's your lion. Roar! Oh my God, don't roar like this. My Piglet is going to run away. Right, Piglet? So do you like this friend?
I love my new friends.
Okay. So now for children who are having a toothpaste box. I'll quickly show you what you can do with a toothpaste box. Okay. Alright. So now if you have a box which is like a long rectangle, it could be a toothpaste box, it could be your papa's shaving cream box or anything else, any tube box. You have covered it with the paper, I believe, and you have cut it like this. Now if you see this kind of puppet has a long face, so it would not look good as a chick or as a lion. It would look very silly. It would look good as a dog, because there are many dogs who are long like those sausages, or it would look good as a crocodile. How would make a crocodile? Okay, so for making a crocodile, we will need 2 eyes which have to sit on the head. Now up till we were pasting the eyes on the surface, now we'll be sticking them on the head. Alright, so now I will be cutting 2 eyes for you quickly to show you how do you do this. So basically I just fold the paper as like I told you to save time, and then with one cut you can have 2 eyes, and then make a nice oval, little big one, and keep a small kind of a square down like this, like a table tennis bat. Can you see it? Now we cut it off. If your eyes are big, don't bother, we can again adjust them, but don't cut them too small. Once you cut them too small, it's very difficult to again go back when you to again start. It's always good to cut something of a bigger size. Okay, now I have these two eyes. Okay, now I'll just place them on my box and see, are they too big or are they too small? I think they are a little big, but they would be nice. So now this, you see this square which I had kept at the end, I'll just fold it like this. And the other side also I'm going to fold it like this. So the handle of the TT bat I'm folding. Got it? Huh? Now what I'm going to do is, like I told you earlier, your eyes should be nicely defined, because your eyes of the puppet are the most important part of the puppet, because it's looking at you or your audience. So I'm taking a green color and a black color and I'm making the eyes. Now watch how I'm making crocodile eyes. First I'll give it a nice outline. Okay, then I'll make a line right in the middle of it like this. Alright, I'll just show it to you like this. You see that? Now the top half I'll color it green. Right. And now with the black sketch pen, I'm going to make the eyeballs. Okay, the similar thing I'm going to do for the other eye. I'm going fast now because we have to still learn how to manipulate the puppet. Thank you for being with me. It's been 45 minutes we are together. Thank you for your patience, children, and you are doing very well. I'm very proud of you. So the same thing. If you can't see clearly, don't worry. I'm going to show it properly once I finish making it, and I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so now when you look at this, this is how it looks. Okay, now I'm going to stick it here. Right on top, not here, like we did earlier. I'm going to stick it here. So take your glue stick. It's better to use, a little stronger paper for the eye so that this stays stiff and tall, or maybe stick two papers together and then make the eyes. But because we are running short of time, this is how your crocodile's eyes are going to be. Alright, you see that? Yes. And now we are going to make two nostrils for him. I've already cut them to save time. See, basically I've taken two small light green color circles, which I'm going to stick it here. One here and the other. You can also keep a little higher if you want to. And now we are going to make his sharp teeth. Making teeth is very easy. You just need your A4 paper. I've already made it here, but I'm going to quickly show you how to make a set of teeth. Just fold the paper, cut it out, alright, like this, and I just have to fold it more, maybe into 4 halves, so that I can save some time. If I keep cutting, it will take a lot of time. The trick is folding the paper. Just fold it like this, and then you cut your paper like this, like in small triangles. Take your mommy's help if you can't do it, children. It's not very easy for small children, I know that. So where you need help, always ask for help. Mama would be very happy to help you. I'm very sure of that. Okay, so what I did this. See, I saved time. Ta-da! So now how am I going to stick this teeth? Let's look at that. Now, if you see, the teeth has to come in such a way that when I close the mouth, the teeth has to be visible. So, I'm going to fold this part now. in half. Okay, like this. Alright, and I'm going to fix it like this. So this much part you have to cut out like this. See, I need this much, and you just cut this part. And I paste it here. This folded part like this. Did you see that? Don't stick it inside, stick it as outside as you can. Only this part should be inside. So when the crocodile is closing his mouth, you can see sharp. Snap, snap. Similarly, for the sides, you're going to stick the teeth. Now I'll just stick one side so that we can, just start with the puppet manipulation part, which is the most important part of any puppet. So I'm going really fast now, children. I know you are not able to catch up. It's all right. You can go back later and make it. So I'm just sticking one side of the teeth so that you get an idea of how the puppet would be looking. Okay. So now when the crocodile has shut his mouth, you can see how nice he looks. Snap, snap. When I fix the other side, it would look even more nicer. Okay. So now, once we are done with this, now we come to the manipulation part. Pay special attention now, alright? Now, I am going to focus on my face. The craft part is over. So please, take your puppets in your hands. Everybody. Okay? Are you ready? Yes. If your puppets are not ready, it's okay. Whatever you have done, even if it's a box like this, it's alright. Keep this in your hand. We are going to learn how to manipulate it, which is the most important aspect of puppetry. And with every puppet you make, not just, doesn't mean what I'm going to show you will apply for other puppets. No. With every puppet you make, the manipulation changes. Alright? So first let's learn how a box puppet is handled. Alright. So I have our Mr. Pig here, and maybe I'll choose a different kind of a box. Maybe I'll use a crocodile here, because here the crocodile has a long face. How do you use it? You'll say, I'll put one finger here, I'll put one finger here and do this. No. You'll realize it's slipping off and you can't make it talk. So you have to put your fingers in such a way that they have to fit very snugly inside. Like I'm putting two fingers for an adult. For me, putting two fingers like this is very easy. But for a child, maybe he may have to use three fingers. So accordingly, you adjust your fingers. Alright? And remember to push your finger as far as you can. As far as you can in your box. And the other part, which is your thumb, goes on the other side like this. Can you see? Right. So now your puppet is ready to talk. You see that? It's so easy now. It's not slipping from your hands at all. Now I take a soap box and see how it works. Now a soap box was much more broader. Now you may have to put all four fingers. So put all four fingers. You may feel after putting the four fingers, I'm not able to handle the puppet. What will you do then? I have a brilliant idea. And what is that? You put some cotton on both sides, or some cloth on both sides, or just crush some paper. It's very important to do that, otherwise your puppet can't talk nicely. It will not look nice. So I put some crushed paper here, and I put some crushed paper on the other side like this, and then I put my four fingers inside. See, it's stuck nicely now. And the thumb goes down. And now when my lion talks, roar! Oh my god, it's looking scary. No, I'm so cute. You just told that I have to be cute because I have to be Piglet's friend. Oh yeah, but your roar is so dangerous. That's because I'm a lion. Roar! So I'm able to make it talk. Fingers have to be tight. Adjust your fingers according to the size of your box. And now we come to the important part is, how does it talk actually? It talks on the system of syllable or What is a syllable? Syllable means a sound. For example, when I say one, I say one. When I say two, I say two. When I say three, I say three. So I'm making one sound. But when I come to a number, say 7, now it is 7. So I make two sounds. So according to the sound, my mouth has to move. For example, I will say not me, but my puppet. I am Crocky the crocodile. Now carefully listen. I, one sound. Am, one sound. Crocky, two sounds. The crocodile, three sounds. Now, before starting with your puppet, you have to practice it with your hands, children. Otherwise, you will lose the coordination. I am Crocky the crocodile. I am Crocky the crocodile. Get faster. I am Crocky the crocodile. 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 Now let's make the puppet talk. Remember in your mind how many sounds had come, how many claps had happened. Accordingly, his mouth has to move. Fix your fingers tight. 3 fingers for little children. For adults, 2 fingers. Thumb goes below the lower jaw, and we talk. Remember the claps. I am Crocky. 2 sounds. The 3 sounds are coming. Crocodile. I am Crocky the crocodile. I am Crocky the crocodile. I am Crocky the crocodile. Did you see how I spoke? This is what you have to practice. And it will take some time. So what you can do in the meanwhile is when you're talking to your mama or you're talking to your brother or father, you can talk via claps. Mommy, can I have a sandwich? Mommy, can I get jam with sandwich? Can I get a glass of milk with sandwich? Did you see how I'm doing it? You have to practice this, and only then you can start having fun with your puppets. For example, hey Piglet, now that I have been made, what are we going to do?
Let's play.
What should we play?
Let's play hide and seek.
Oh wow, I love this game. So children, I hope you had fun making these puppets. Make more, try out more ideas, and have fun making stories. Write your own scripts, record them, send it to your friends, and have lots of fun. Bye-bye.